Friends, here we will see the notes of The God of Small Things. The novel began with Ammu accompanying her parents to IMNM. After her father's retirement, Papaji was an imperial entomologist under the British and after independence, a joint director of entomology. Papaji was ill-tempered and her mother Mamaji was a violinist. And Mamaji's popularity in pickle-making business of Paradise Pickle deserves. Ammu dislikes to stay along with her parents. Ammu family convinces her parent to let her spend a summer with the distant aunt in Calcutta to avoid returning to IMNM. Ammu marries a Bengali man, non-Syrian Christian, who assists managing a tea estate, who she later discovers to be a heavy alcoholic, who physically abused her and even went to the extent of asking her to satisfy the lust of his boss, Mr. Holic, so that his job could be saved. Ammu gave birth to Isa and Rahel. At this extremity of humiliation, Ammu's struggle began. Reluctantly, Ammu returned to her parents' home. At the Ayamnam house, Ammu was more of an intruder and less of a member of a house, and her children considered as doomed, fatherless wives. Worse still, they were half Hindu, hybrids whom no self respecting Syrian Christian would ever marry. It was because Ammu had been married, intercaste, and divorced. Ammu was denied college education by her father, but has studied his higher education at Oxford. While studying in Oxford, Chaco fell in love and married an English woman named Margaret Kochamma. He has given birth to Sophie Mol. Shortly after the birth of Sophie Mol, Chaco has been discarded by Margaret for his lethargic, unproductive ways, and also she had been having affair with another man, Gio. Constantly, Chaco returns to India. He got the job as a lecturer at the Madras Christian College. After the death of Papaji, Chaco returns to Ayamnam and takes over his mother's business of paradise pickles and preserves. This event implies that when a woman becomes a widow, she loses her hubby protection. It is as if a widow woman could not run a business independently by herself. Mamachi tolerates Chaco's libertine relationship with the beautiful women in the factory, and she also helps to her son. But Mamachi turns a blind eye to Ammu's needs and comforts of children development. At being a male, Chaco claims to as his factory only where Ammu works. Baby Kochamma also living in their Ayamnam house, who is a sister of Papaji. Her actual name is Navami, but is called Baby Kochamma due to her young age. Become a grand aunt, as a young girl, she had fallen in love with Father Mulligan, a young Irish priest. Mulligan came to Ayamnam to study Hindu scriptures. Baby Kochamma loved a man not belong to their culture. She also went to the convent for Mulligan, and Papaji very angry on her. And Papaji brought her to home and sent her to America for education, where she obtained a diploma in ornamental gardening. After that, Baby Kochamma realized she submitted to the social norms and kept her enormous feelings to herself. Kochamma suppressed her feelings by choosing a life celibacy and spinsterhood. Baby Kochamma delights in the misfortune of others and manipulates events to bring down calamity upon Ammu and twins. When Margaret's second husband was died in a car accident, Chaco invites her and their daughter Sophie Mol to spend Christmas in Ayamnam. Issues of despondent. The God of Small Things deals with the issues of despondent predicament of untouchables in India. Veluta is an untouchable, a Dalit. Veluta is an extremely gifted carpenter and mechanic. Veluta has a pleasing personality. His participation in political activity and his outside stay had given him a sense of equality and self-respect. He is found very useful by Mamachi and Chaco both. As Veluta is a subaltern, Mamachi discriminates him from other touchable workers in the factory and pays less amount to him. Chaco's widowed ex-wife and their daughter receives the preferential treatment where Ammu and her twins are not. Kept into complete isolation. In this condition, Ammu is caring for an anchor. Veluta noticed Ammu as a woman because of her beautiness. However, Veluta becomes a transgressor when he indulges in illicit love affair with Ammu. Throwing aside all worries and cares, Ammu allows herself to be drenched in the love of Veluta every night for 2 weeks. Estha and Rahel had developed a great fondness for Veluta. Veluta gives his father's love and affection truly. They began a short-lived affair that illuminate in tragedy for the family. When Ammu's relationship with Veluta is discovered, Ammu is locked in her room and Veluta is banished. Distraught, Rahel and Asa decided to run away with their cousin Sophie Mol, convinces them to take her with them. During the night, while trying to reach the abandoned house across the river, their boat capsized and Sophie drowns in the river and she died. When Chaco and widowed wife Margaret returned from Cochin, Margaret sees Sophie's body laid on the sofa. She vomits and historically betrays the twins and hits Esther. Baby Kochamma goes to police station and accuses the Aluta of being responsible for Sophie's death. Baby Kochamma claims that Veluta attempted rape on Ammu and threatened the family and also kidnapped the children. The false story was fabricated by Baby Kochamma to take revenge upon Veluta for his relationship with Ammu. A group of policemen hunt Veluta down and severely beat him for crossing the caste line, and his twins witnessed the horrific scene. Veluta neglected by the both police and political parties, which he owned by allegiance. When Veluta was in police custody, Ammu reached to the police station and appeared to the police about their relationship, and he was innocent. But the police inspector Thomas Matthew threatens her to make her to leave the matter alone. When the twins reveal the truth of Sophie's death to the chief of police, he is alarmed. He knows condition that Veluta is a communist, and he is afraid that the wrongful arrest and beating to the Veluta will cause to his death. The twins were forced to give the false statement about Veluta by Baby Kochamma finally. Veluta dies after his injuries. Baby Kochamma started to blame Rahel, Asa and Ammu for Sophie's death. Asa left home. Ammu also dies after many years. Church refused to bury body, so they went under electric cremation process. Problems of society. In this novel, we see a lot of social evils. They are casteism, racism, gender inequality, uneducation, discrimination based on position, classism, and poverty. If you like the notes of this novel, let me know in the comment box. Also, hit like button and don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thank you one and all.